Hello, everyone. I just finished those two mashpoe 1D game speedrun videos. The one with the 2D display enabled and one without. And since I'm done with those, I decided I'll play around with the game a little bit more. This is more of a casual, unstructured video. I'm not speedrunning or anything, but I'd like to see how this game looks with the anaglyph effect enabled, so I'm going to turn that on. And so now it renders the two different images. There's the left image and the right image, and with these 3D glasses, I'm able to sort of see a sense of depth in the game. You could call it a sort of 2D display because this bottom display is only one-dimensional, really, but with the sort of anaglyph effect, I'm getting a different image in each eye, and I get a sort of depth, so I can sort of tell, in a way, how far away some of these objects are. Whereas without the anaglyph enabled, I'd just really be uh, relying on the gradient of the darkness to tell how far away everything is.
This game uses a unique method to render the geometry of the levels in a 1D display. You could technically consider it a form of ray tracing. Really low tech ray tracing for super simple graphics, but it works.
It was an interesting decision on mashpoe's part to make these enemies look purple on the bottom display because purple, that's sort of halfway between red and blue. So with one eye I'm seeing it as blue, and with the other I'm seeing it as red. And it's not, they're not really supposed to be like have a depth perception to them, I don't think. Like the way it looks, it doesn't look like he really programmed it so that it's rendered for each eye separately. It still looks like it's basically relying on the actual size of the enemy to be able to judge how far away it is, I think. So it kind of looks a little bit out of place on the background that's actually seems to be rendered with more depth to it. So I'm seeing this just flat enemy with in one eye it looks blue and one eye it looks red, and sometimes it like just changes quickly between the two. Like I'm looking at it. I'll get closer to one. Like usually when I first see an enemy, it looks blue at first. I'm guessing the blue eye is dominant in this case, but then I sort of see a red flicker in it, and it looks interesting. So I don't think I would have seen that sort of effect if he had made the enemy any other color. It looks interesting. Oh, well, I can see really far actually. I didn't realize just how much of a difference this anaglyph effect makes. I can see like way over there on the bottom display. It does take a while to kind of get used to this effect because it's not 100% focused. They're they seem to be a little bit out of alignment, and sometimes it's more in focus than other times. I suppose it really depends on the exact orientation of your head and how you're wearing the glasses. Now, I wonder if changing the render quality would have any effect on that. I think it does slightly, but I don't really know how to use that. I'm just kind of messing around with it arbitrarily. I think that looks a little bit better now. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that for now.
As you can probably tell, the anaglyph depth effect in this game leaves a lot to be desired. It's not that it's bad necessarily. I'm sure that this is the best depth perception that you can get with a cheap anaglyph effect like this. There are no good solutions to get a true sense of depth in a browser game. The technology just isn't there. I uploaded my previous two videos without the anaglyph effect because I knew that it would look bad if I tried to upload an anaglyph video to YouTube. Even if you have the special 3D glasses for it, it still looks like a lot of red and blue smudges that kind of have a sense of depth if you look at it the right way. Maybe someday, some dedicated programmer will port this game to a platform that supports a true stereoscopic depth effect. The game's creator, mashpoe, has made the source code freely available, so that is a possibility. I would like to see this game on the 3DS myself.
I'm gonna try it with some different effects now. That looks unusual. Like it's gray, but somehow I see a sense of depth to it as well. Like I know the anaglyph effect relies very much on the color, so that's just something I'm not used to seeing. Like a grayscale anaglyph effect. Like yeah, I see there's a little bit of red in there. I don't really see the blue though. It just looks gray and red. That's interesting. I mean, the sense of depth is definitely a lot less than what I saw with the yellow, but it is still there. This one's a lot darker in color in general. Yeah, it's like more difficult to see where I'm going because the dark colored walls look very similar to the dark empty spaces between the walls. Whoa, and the enemies are so bright in comparison. They look like bright orange to me. Okay. Trippy. Ah, my eyes. What am I looking at? Yeah, this is like uh, basically unplayable. I would not be able to get anywhere with this effect if not for the top display. How does this look with the anaglyph turned off? Oh, that's actually looks a lot cleaner. Okay, this is somewhat navigable, but still kind of painful to my eyes. Yeah, the in with this one, the dark fog actually makes it easier to see because I can easily tell what's dark and what's bright. Whereas with the anaglyph turned on, the different reds and blues sort of interfere with my perception of the other colors, and everything just becomes like a crazy colored mess. I'm gonna put the anaglyph back on though, because that's the point of this video basically. Stripes. So what's the difference between stripes and waves? Ooh, barcode. So it's like the gray stripes, but the bars seem to be a lot denser. Maybe I could get used to playing with this 3D or 2D anaglyph effect, but right now it's feeling significantly more difficult than just playing it normally without the effect on. Like like being able to see way ahead of you is definitely a good benefit to have, but it just kind of makes my eyes feel weird. Yeah, especially if you're playing with just the bottom display, being able to see farther is definitely important. Definitely useful. Is there anything else? Barcode, solid red. What? This is so dark. I can't see anything. That looks like a path. Wait, does... Oh, wait. So, does a 3D anaglyph actually do anything? Does it, like, give me a sense of depth, or does it just make the screen dark? I'm thinking it may be the second option. Yeah, it's exactly the same image, just a lot darker, as far as I can tell. Okay, this is yellow stripes. Space, isn't that the one I use by default? I think so. Yellow stripes, blue-green waves. Oh yeah, this is way easier. That is right. Yeah. Okay, so the ones that have 3D in parenthesis, they're better for with the anaglyph enabled. So I really shouldn't even be using blue-green waves with the anaglyph enabled, because that just makes it too dark to really have a good look. But this actually looks quite nice. Maybe I should take off these ridiculous 3D glasses. Okay, back to the game. Yeah, this actually, I still prefer the yellow, but this is good. I can sort of...
If I hold the space bar, a single shot will be released at first, but then it will release a longer barrage of several bullets in quick succession. A few times I have tried to use that to hit multiple enemies, but I realize at some point that it's better to hit the spacebar repeatedly. That way I can just shoot one bullet after another, and I don't have to wait after the first shot.
Alright, I think I've basically done everything at this point. Just gonna play until I die, I suppose. Which is soon, because I'm playing sloppily right now. Oh yeah, the goal is so difficult to discern in this mode. It looks just like gray. What he should have done was have all the anaglyph effects together when they're all just like peppered throughout the list like that. How many health does this character even have? I don't even know. I'm gonna guess like 8. That's my guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, 6. Remember that number. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Thank you for watching. Oh, now I need to know, does this looks the same in every, yeah, it looks the same in every world texture. That's what they're called. Game over. Goodbye.